God can be cruel.
If you're hearing our voices, that means it's time for It's This Meets That, the podcast where we watch the worst movies from trailer to end credits, scene by scene, so you don't have to, but maybe you should. I'm Russ.
I'm Jared.
Cruel for making this movie. I thought you were going to pull another one. Maybe you will for part two. There's a really good one, I think.
Yeah,
we'll get to it.
You probably know what I'm doing for part two. Man, my other options for part one were like, how do you say "what a dick" in Russian? Or like stopping is for losers, which is the ITMT motto.
That's right. That's right. Just keep moving. So yeah, we're back. This is our full breakdown of the 2014 movie Vampire Academy, based on the best-selling novel by Rochelle Mead. So
least favorite academies that I think I've seen.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is a nightmare of a movie. You want to give a quick reminder what this is about?
Yeah, now that I know how to pronounce these words, kind of.
Yeah.
Let's go. Rose Hathaway is a Dampier, half human, half vampire, a guardian of the Morai. Morai. Yeah, I take it back. I don't know how to pronounce anything. Moroi? Did they say Moroi?
I don't remember. Yeah.
I think it was Moroi.
Yeah.
Peaceful, mortal vampires living discreetly within our world. Her calling is to protect the Moroi from bloodthirsty, immortal vampires, the Strigoi. Everything's Oi.
Strigoi. I don't think we do good with our. No, we did not. I think we pegged we pegged the headmistress as the villain, which
she's not. Well, I don't know.
Yeah, it's debatable.
Complicit.
Yeah. And I think everything else we did not get, but I think our version was definitely yet again much better. So
yeah, agreed.
Yeah.
Hire us, movie studios. We'll fix your scripts.
We will fix your scripts. Send them to us and we'll tell you this is stupid.
Yeah, that's right. I got a MD behind my name for script doctor.
Yeah, can't not recommend this movie enough. Yeah. So quick info?
Yeah, info me.
Quick info. So this is directed by Mark Waters. He's done such movies as Mean Girls, Freaky Friday, Bad Santa 2, and I don't know if he's enemy of the pod now, but he also did Girlfriends of Girlfriends Past or whatever. Do you remember that movie?
Wait, what?
Yeah,
I do, but
yeah.
What did he do with that one? I don't think he directed it, did he?
Yeah.
I thought he like wrote it.
He directed that.
Oh.
Ghosts of Girlfriends Past from 2009. Yeah, he directed that.
Oh, geez. I didn't even flag it when I was looking at things earlier.
I'm surprised you missed that. That's what I was going to bring up during the...
Completely forgot.
Yeah.
I was like, Ghosts of Girlfriends Past. I've never heard of that movie. Get rid of it.
Yeah.
Bad Santa 2. I know that one.
So there you go. So enemy of the pod.
Let's go frenemy, because like Mean Girls is good and Freaky Friday is not bad.
Yeah, I give him that.
Bad Santa's.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Who wrote this? So it's based on a novel by Rochelle Mead, but right. Daniel Waters, Mark Waters' brother, put it to screen here.
Okay, officially brother. You did a little digging.
Yeah, they're brothers. Okay. And crazy, he's been around for a while. He wrote Heathers, which I got a little connection to that.
Great movie. Yeah.
Great movie, yeah. Demolition Man and Batman Returns.
And also pretty good.
He comes in with this lame duck, but they happen.
Yeah, like the people making this movie are not bad people.
No, they're all competent. So
yeah, this should have been better.
Yeah, should have been. Who's in this? So we got Zoey Deutch. She plays Rose Hathaway. We got Lucy Fry, who is Australian, doing British accent in this movie for some reason, and she plays Lissa Dragomir.
Well, everyone knows that Australians can't be vampire queens.
Oh, right. That's stupid me.
Common fact.
Yeah, can't. That's just known. That's known mythology there. I don't know who this is. Oh, Danila Kozlovsky.
Yep,
plays Dmitry Belikov, which I definitely have a serious problem with this whole thing.
Oh, it's horrifying. Oh, I didn't look up at how old he was at the filming of this movie, because I am curious now.
Yeah. And then we get Gabriel Byrne plays Viktor Dashkov. Dominic Sherwood plays Christian Ozera. Olga Kurylenko plays Headmistress Kirova. Sarah Hyland plays Natalie, another friend. Cameron Monaghan plays Mason. Cameron Monaghan plays Cal Kestis in the Star Wars Last Jedi, or Fallen Jedi, Fallen Order, and video games.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah. He's also, I think, in Gotham and like It's the DC universe too.
Okay.
I added this. You didn't have this one, but I added her. Claire Foy plays Miss Carp.
Okay.
She's been in some stuff. And then Shelley Longworth is Feeder Noreen. Nice.
Oh boy.
Nice. What did this do for budget and everything here? So worldwide, Wikipedia says it made 15 million. I guess that might add up here between video and worldwide.
Wait,
but yeah, it says 15 million. But
video. That's so much.
Yeah, I know. Worldwide, it made 7.8 million ish. 42,000 international, and then 4.8 million in the video.
Wow, that's outrageous. It made over 2,000 fanatics. So.
Oh my god,
pretty good.
Yeah, but on a budget of 30 million. So this is what you would call a flop.
Yeah,
yeah. I think it was so bad. It was going to premiere in the UK. Okay. So it was released in the US first, and then it was going to the UK, but it performed so bad and had so many negative reviews. It was in the theaters for like a week, and then they just sent it right to direct to video.
Oh no!
Yeah, that's why there's a bunch of random kind of distribution companies attached to it, because they just like went right to video on it. So
okay,
yikes! All those sequel dreams they set up at the end. Not happening.
Definitely not. Yeah. Just before we get too far away from it,
yeah.
For the record here, the guy playing Dimitri was like 28, 29 during filming of this, and Zoey Deutch was like 17, 18. So still gross. Still gross. Still gross.
Oh, Hollywood. Rotten Tomatoes, it's sitting at 17% and 56% audience. I'm guessing that's all the fans of the book.
Yeah, very generous. The audience.
Yeah.
Which, like our audience, very generous and
very generous with your time. Continue.
Loving. Yeah.
Yes, we love you. Do you want some fast facts here?
Back me, Daddy.
All right, I'm moving. I'm cranking here. This is a long one. There's going to be a lot of reading here, but we'll see what this happens here. Yeah. All right. So although the movie did not perform very well to worldwide box office, 15 million against a $30 million budget, director Mark Waters was eager to give the franchise a second chance in the form of a sequel, Vampire Academy: Frostbite. Studio Prager Entertainment agreed to fund the film on the condition, this is so funny, that Mark Waters could get fans to raise the necessary 1.5 million on their own in proof of their support of the film.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, and Indiegogo campaign was started and ran from August 2014 to September 2014. Fans were only able to raise 254.
That's pretty good though.
Yeah, $250,000 in a month. Sure.
Yeah.
Thus leading to Prager Entertainment canceling plans for a sequel. That's fun. Yeah.
I kind of thought the TV series, because there was a TV series last year briefly. Did you already say that? No,
I didn't. But I think we covered. Yeah, And I
thought that was like, maybe that was the sequel that they were supposed to get. It is not. It's a reboot.
It's a total reboot. Yeah. So Sarah Hyland, who plays Natalie, kind of friends of the friends there, auditioned over Skype.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, there you go.
Weird.
In the book, it is explained that Oscar the cat dislikes Rose because all animals dislike damp ears.
I'm glad they left that out. That's
a detail we don't need, right?
Yep.
Were they Psyhounds? Was that what they were called? Yep. Yeah. The Psyhounds were originally filmed using trained dogs, but director Mark Waters was not happy with the way they looked. They were replaced with CGI dogs modeled off a drawing author Rochelle Mead made for Waters.
Oh yeah, much better.
Much better.
I guess it's easier to light CGI dogs on fire.
Yeah, that's true.
Spoilers for later.
The character Dimitri is a big fan of Westerns, hence his trademark duster coat.
Oh, okay.
He can be seen reading Western novels, and several posters are visible in his room of Westerns.
That's stupid.
Yeah, this is tough. I skimmed a lot of fat here, so.
Well, you're doing good work.
Yeah, I'm doing my best with what I'm giving here. Rose often jokes about Mia being short, calling her keychain, munchkin, etc. In real life, Zoey Deutch and Sami Gayle are both 5'4".
Oh my God.
Moving along.
I was gonna say they did look basically the same size in the movie.
Yeah, pretty much. The line "Whoa, Ducky, I do not have time to deal with your feelings right now" is a reference to the movie Pretty in Pink. It's a line in Pretty Pink, right? Zoey Deutch's father, Howard Deutch, collaborated with John Hughes on the same movie.
Wow.
So yeah. Huh. And this is a fun one. It's a film debut for both Lucy Fry and Anya Taylor-Joy.
Okay.
Taylor-Joy.
Who's Anya Taylor-Joy? Is she famous?
Queen's Gambit on Netflix. That's
pretty. I've never seen it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, she's pretty famous.
Okay.
She played Princess Peach in the new Mario Brothers movie.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah. She has an uncredited cameo as a feeder girl. I think her scene got cut. Yeah. So
I mean, there are a lot of feeder girls in there. So
yeah, there are
feeder girls and guys.
Yes. Yep. covering all aspects.
Vampires don't just feed on one.
Yeah, they're
kind of person.
Yeah, they don't care about gender.
Yeah, they're not picky.
So yeah, that's all that. Whew, right?
Wow, great job.
Yeah. Well, I'm doing my best with how I'm feeling right now. So, do you want to Hollywood pitch me, you motherfucker?
I sure do. Is it a day that ends in Y? So this movie, I thought pretty obviously, is Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith.
Yes.
Green Lantern.
That's another. You can go listen to the Green Lantern episodes, right?
That's right. Good plug for ourselves, as always.
Plugging away. Plugging away.
So now, Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. There's a lot of things in common here, right? For one, there's like a creepy old man villain that is like pretends to be weak. Well, I think he actually is weak in this movie, but seems weaker than he actually is. Then like kind of surprise reveal at the end, but also like you knew it was coming.
Yeah. So
you're like, oh, wow, crazy. There's a bunch of stuff about like, I don't know, being the chosen one kind of in both movies. And this one, it's Lissa who's like, oh, basically using the same power set as Saint Vladimir. Like, how crazy is that?
Yep.
And heir to the throne, yada yada.
Yep.
Just like Anakin.
Hey, when you're right, man. Yeah.
Right. This spying and betrayal that happens, kind of a
lot of spying and betrayal. Yep.
Right. Revenge of the Sith. It's Anakin doing some spying for the council allegedly, but not really.
Yep.
On Palpatine there. In this one, it's Natalie, wild card Natalie.
Coming out of nowhere, coming out of left field.
I definitely did not see that one coming. I was like, oh, no, that stinks.
Yeah, I didn't either.
Spoilers for later on. Natalie is also a villain.
Yeah. She is
short-lived villain.
Yep.
And some cool, maybe too graphic like maiming and death scenes. I was gonna say deaths in the vampire movie, maiming in Revenge of the Sith.
Yep. Okay. Yep.
And that's probably, I don't know, good enough.
I got one more for you here. A lot of Jedi mind tricks going on in this movie. Like in Revenge of the Sith, right?
Yeah, no, that's a great point. And now that you say Jedi, that reminded me about my point for later on. Mm-hmm. Our creepy Dimitri, our creepy Russian here, basically goes full Jedi at the end.
He pretty much does.
Like, I can't love you because then I would be more loyal to you than my oath.
Yeah,
whatever, who cares?
Yeah, doesn't matter. Like, just come.
Stupid. But yeah, great call out. And I would have forgotten that.
His answer should have been, I can't love you because you're 17 and I'm like 30 something or whatever in this movie, 20 something.
Right. In the movie, I think he's supposed to be in his late 30s.
I think he's supposed to. And she's definitely 17. So
it's a nightmare. So obviously meets Green Lantern. Now here's a big one. That promised sequel that we never got.
Yep.
So Green Lantern has like that. I guess it's during the credits, a mid-credit scene. In this one, they just do it at the end of the movie. But Green Lantern, you get the old Sinestro reveal of him, embracing the yellow ring, like we knew he was going to do the whole time.
Yep.
In this one, it's a giant cave full of like millions of
Strigoi, just hanging out. Like,
oh no,
yeah.
Like I actually kind of did want to see the sequel after they teased that. I was like, no, I just want to see like rip apart some kids or something.
Yeah, do something, right?
So yeah, that's the biggest one. Other ones, kind of like disappointing villains. So the main guy here, the old guy villain, super disappointing. Like he just kind of like goes out at the end. He's like gets arrested.
Yeah,
by like the vampire police, and they're like, "Up,
case closed."
Case closed. Guess you should have tried harder.
This movie felt like just a really long Scooby-Doo episode.
Yes, exactly.
Just like, okay, if it weren't for you damn kids.
So dumb. And in Green Lantern, as longtime listeners of the pod will recall, the villain's a freaking cloud. At the end, they made Parallax a cloud, and you're like, this is so stupid. Yeah, Why would you do it like this? I feel like there's some weird government stuff in both of these too, where you're like, is the government like turning a blind eye to all of this nonsense? And in Green Lantern, there was like, I don't know, the government's like kind of like turning a blind eye to the aliens. Like they're like, all right, well, I guess if there's a Green Lantern to take care of it, I guess we don't have to do anything.
Yeah, we're good.
You're like, wait, what? And I guess that's it.
Yeah, that's good. I like
brash heroes that we don't really like that much.
Kind of wisecracking heroes.
Exactly.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Okay.
And the good amount of unnecessary narrating. I forgot.
Yes, yeah. To who we don't know. I mean, I guess it's to us, but
stupid.
What
do you got?
All right, I'm actually pulling some old classics here. I'm pulling a Mark Waters or actually Daniel Waters original here. So I'm going. It's The Bodyguard, the Whitney Houston, Kevin Costner Bodyguard meets Heathers.
Okay.
I'm going with The Bodyguard for the obvious thing here, because Rose Hathaway is basically a bodyguard for Alyssa, the queen, right? Or going to be queen, aka princess, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like The Bodyguard, which the movie's that's what it's about, right?
Yep.
And then Heather, I guess that's it for that movie. That's all I got.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, I mean, keeping it simple today. Meets Heathers. All right, so I'm going with Heathers because you got the high school connection, right? Kind of like a high school, age crowd things going on here. Kind of a cruel Mean Girls thing going on too, right? Mm-hmm. All the Heathers. That's what she calls all the Mean Girls Heathers, right? So.
Oh yeah, they do that at one point.
yeah, that's why they're called Heathers, right? Mm-hmm. And like this movie, much like that. And what else? Do I have another one connection here?
Gratuitous violence.
Yep, gratuitous violence. Yep, gratuitous violence.
The only thing that saved this vampire movie was that.
Yeah, I mean, do a lot of students die in this? I can't remember.
No, but like a decent amount do, and like adults, and like the killing of the cat. Like there's like a lot of like weird violence.
Yeah, which Heathers definitely has, right? So
yeah, and like this, I think this movie was like probably PG-13 or something, wasn't it? There's a lot of blood for PG-13.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, PG-13.
Wow, interesting.
Yeah. So that's what I'm going with.
Nice.
Nice and simple.
Yeah, I won't bully you about that.
That was great. What's that? What'd you say?
I won't bully you for that.
All right, Heather. All right. So that's it. Are we just gonna roll right into this movie, or?
Yeah, might as well.
Whew. All right.
Did you do any homework like you said you were going to?
Nope.
Mm-hmm.
Did you?
Hey, I didn't make that promise.
Well, as longtime listeners know, that's what we do here. We make promises that we break, because that's what we promise. That's what
liars.
Yes, we are. Yes. Anyways, we come in with a ton of distribution and production companies here.
And what did you think about this first one? I think this is a Netflix redo to try to distance. Like once this got loaded onto Netflix, I think they were like, "Oh shit, let's swap out that first credit." With one that says TWC instead of the Weinstein Company.
Oh yeah. That, I mean, I don't know.
Right?
I think they've always had that as part of their logo, but maybe they went with that just because they wanted not to have the name there. Yeah, but it does like the fangs of the blood on it kind of thing.
Yeah, because like in the trailer, it was super Weinstein.
Oh, it was.
Also bleeding Weinstein. Yeah. So I'm like, I wonder if Netflix made that call. Be like, actually, give us the TWC cut.
give us that logo. Just swap that out. Yeah, that's a good call. I didn't catch that, but probably I wouldn't be surprised. Then we got Reliance Entertainment. We got I Am Global, and we got Kintop Pictures.
Yeah, Bend It Like Beckham. That's a Kintop special.
Oh, great movie. Studio G10.
Okay.
And then what's Eminem? You have Eminem?
That was just like, I don't know. That was like and there was another credit that said Eminem.
Oh.
Before it said Vampire Academy. It's like, oh, I don't know what Eminem is. Is that a studio?
Yeah. We go right into Vampire Academy, right?
Yeah.
And then what's the song, by the way? Did you pick up what the song was? We kick off with the song just playing, right?
Yeah, it's I do know this song, and it's escaping me right now. MIA, that's what it was. It's MIA song. Bad Girls. Right.
Right. Okay.
Big in that era. 2012 came out. So
yeah, that would be peakness, right?
Peak MIA. Yeah, I like MIA.
Yeah, nothing wrong there. So yeah, we're like in a car, right? We're in just with the family. It seems like we got Lissa, we got
actually, wait.
Rose here.
The timing is perfect then, because if they're going with timing is reality, they say in the movie, which came out in 2014, 2 years ago at the accident, maybe that song just came out in 2012.
Okay.
I don't think they thought that far.
Yeah, I don't think.
All
right. Okay. Yeah. All right.
Doing your work for you, Waters Brothers.
Yeah. Look at that. So then there's all of a sudden we just get a big car accident, right? Boom.
Yeah. Very sudden.
No one's coming out of that one alive, or are they?
Well, or are they?
Or are they? And then we get Rose and Lissa just like wake up and we learn that they can share dreams, right?
Yeah, exactly. Well, yeah, because they do a bunch more exposition.
So much exposition in this movie about everything. The whole movie. And repeating the same stuff over and over and over again. It's like, yeah, we get it.
I kind of like the way they just like drop you in there and assume you know something about the universe, because I'd rather have that than even more exposition. But
yeah, they kill it. So then so Rose goes into Lissa's room, whatever, and they're talking, whatever. And I love the Jimmy Carter poster. That's a great little. But,
oh yeah.
Why?
Well, she's trying to fit into oregano society.
Yeah, like that's
what?
Oh my God.
Not what people from Oregon are called, as far as I know.
Yeah, and then it's just mostly the stuff from the trailer, right? They go into the kitchen and she's like, "Hey, you need a snack? You're hungry?" Blah blah blah. And then she's like, "Yeah, I'll take a bite." So, and then Rose like goes to the window and she spots like some dudes outside, right?
Yep, dudes in the alley.
Dudes in the alley doing dude things in the alley. And then she's like, "All right, let's get out of here. Pack your stuff. This ain't a drill, right?"
Yep. She says it's the Guardians, which we have no context for, but we will eventually.
Right? So then we go outside and she's in the alley and she does this really over the top motorcycle trick, which
yeah, she like lights a rag on fire and like puts it in the motorcycle's gas tank, and then
she puts
turns it on.
She puts it in the rag and then she covers it in like vodka or something, right?
Right. Yeah.
It's basically a moving Molotov cocktail. And then somehow the motorcycle just goes.
Yeah.
It just explodes in these two guys' face. Like what?
Yeah. And also we'll come to find out in 5 minutes. These are people that she knows.
Yeah.
Like these are like her friends, presumably. Yeah.
Co-workers, basically. Yeah. She's just blowing up.
Yeah.
So ridiculous. And of course, as always, when you're in trouble, you always want to head to Canada, right? So like, we're going to head to Canada, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then Dimitri shows up, right?
Yep.
And Rose is like, they try to face off and he just takes her down and it's like, all right, we're going back to the we're going back to the academy. So
immediately knocks out Rose. It's very funny.
Yeah. Takes no time at all.
And then they do a bunch of exposition on the way.
Oh my God.
About the Moroi and the princess and like how we got here and who cares.
Oh my God. And I hated I don't know why they kept putting the words on the screen when they said them. Like, why would you do that? Did you catch that? Like they'd say Morai or whatever, Morai, and like the word would show up on the screen. And they did it a couple times later on where it's like, they can control elements like fire, earth. Like, what is it?
Yeah. I forgot about that. That's stupid.
Like, why are you doing this? There's a lot of goofy things like that. So yeah,
they also do a contender for a Kissing Booth award for most number of montages.
Yeah,
they do a lot of that.
they do. So then we're with the crew here and we're driving. We're pulled over in the woods, right? And it's an ambush. Yep. We get ambushed by some Strigoi. Yeah. We also get a little bit of more exposition about how like, well, they need us. Guys. We're the Guardians. Yada yada. These guys are the bad guys. We got to keep everyone safe. They can only be killed with silver stakes. Yada yada. Right.
Yep. Exactly.
Yeah. And then we're back at the academy, right? And way to date your movie by calling out Facebook and iPhone 5. Goodbye Facebook. Goodbye iPhone 5. Like, oh, okay, all right. So
Oh, wait a second. I guess we just skipped over that whole.
Oh, what do you got? Oh, the fight.
Like when the fight ambush scene. I guess we could have described it a little bit, but
yeah, I mean, it's basically an ambush, and there's like 5 or 6 of these Strigoi come out, and it's just a fight.
And Dimitri is like being there's a couple things that get set up. Like Dimitri is very protective of Rose. He's like, stay in the car and like protect the princess.
Right.
That's going to come back later.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a bunch of tattoos on his neck about killing Strigoi, which apparently you do, which will come back later.
Yep.
Yeah, it's all very dumb.
And then we're at the academy, right? And we just get more exposition, just like more exposition about the Morai and how they can control basic elements, and they do that stupid words on the screen thing again. Like
the Dhampir are learning combat while the vampires learn magic.
Ton of more exposition about Lissa and the royal family. Like they literally have like a family tree, like they're zooming in on and like showing us like and here's the queen, and da 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 da. I'm like, holy smokes! So much
they also in this scene, speaking of exposition, they like make it very clear that 1 a.m. is the end of 5th period. And you're like, oh wow, they even do school at night like vampires would. Consistent.
Oh my god. Oh my god. All right, so we're in the office, right? The headmistress's office here.
Yeah, I was gonna say the last reveal in that scene was that Liz, while they were gone on the run, Liz's boyfriend replaced her with a keychain version, and that's our supposed, maybe alleged villain, Mia.
So then we're in the office, and Rose and Liz are kind of getting reamed out by the headmistress here about taking off. They're escaping, blah blah blah. We don't. I mean, we do know. She explains it later on, like why they were trying to run away, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And then we meet our true villain, Viktor Dashkov, shows up.
More
right?
Exposition about him. He's like, my syndrome has gotten worse.
Oh my god.
Oh, okay. Cool.
And then it took me a second. Then we cut to Lissa, and there's like this weird Lissa vision, we'll call it, where it's like her when she's doing her Jedi mind tricks on people, and she Jedi mind tricks the headmistress there, right?
Compulsion is what they call it, but yes.
And then we get a little note about Miss Karp. Who's Miss Karp? And she's no longer at the academy.
Yeah, someone got fired. Interesting.
Mystery.
And then the headmistress like tells Rose that she's gonna like wind up on the street as a blood whore, which apparently we were joking about blood whore in the trailer trash, and I guess it's like a real
thing. And they use that word a lot in this movie.
Yeah.
A lot of blood whores.
I think I want to, like as we usually do when it comes up, like sex work is real work. Blood whores are people too. So
well,
if you're a blood whore,
you're a vampire. But but
you're doing good work. Keep it up.
Keep it up. And then we get like I guess she does get she gets a telegram from her mom, right? Which is something. We do learn that Rose's mom was like the best guardian ever or something like that, right?
Yeah, and she stinks. Like we know that Rose doesn't have she's not, her mother is not very nice to her.
Yeah,
which we'll find later on when in the next telegram that we get from mom, which is one of my favorites.
So then is this like a weird flashback? We get like a flashback moment here, right?
Well, and so this is where I was like, yes, this is a flashback, but they use the same technique for later on when Rose is getting like visions of Miss Karp, which are like not flashbacks. Like I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know either. I don't know. But yeah, so we get like this flashback thing. So we got Rose and Lissa just walking in the academy yard there, right? And there's some girls doing magic or something like this, right? And she's
Lissa hates high fives. We set that here.
She hates a lot of things. She hates the word vampire, the V word. She hates fire. She hates the word destiny. It's like, all right, grow up. High fives. Like who hates a good high five?
Right.
And then this is where
we're only 14 minutes in. This is exhausting.
And then we actually meet Miss Karp, played by Claire Foy there, and they're chatting, and then a bird just randomly flies into a statue, and then Lissa goes and like saves it and then passes out. It's like, what? That's I feel like a lot of scenes were like this, where it's just it felt very stunted and just like chop chop, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That is kind of important with the bird because like they set it up. She's like, wow, you just brought that crow back to life. And she's like, well, no, I think it was like on the brink of death. But like later on, we kind of get revealed that maybe she did bring it back to life because she apparently can do that.
Yeah.
But stupid.
How would you like the power to bring people back from the dead?
Yeah, that was part of why did I say that? I meant to say that. Yeah, that's part of my pitch also was the trying to reanimate.
Could even save lives. All right, so then we're in the academy yard at night, and there's this is pretty much stuff from the trailer, right? But we get Lissa walking around, and someone's doing like some water tricks, and they're splashing water in her face, right?
Well, so at the end of that scene too, there's like another like reveal. Like there's lots of like little stupid things that are like clues for later that are dumb. But like we look up to where Ms. Karp is watching from the window, and then when Rose comes to afterwards, like, oh God, what a vision. She like the window is boarded up, Miss Karp's window, and you're like, they probably wouldn't board up the window if she was fired, right?
Yeah, right.
Interesting.
Yeah, pack your stuff and board up the window before you leave.
Okay. Suspicious. Yeah.
It definitely plays like a Scooby-Doo kind of mystery here, right?
Yes, exactly.
And then we're at the academy yard at night, whatever, and Alyssa's going to have some water from water fountain, and one of the other girls, or I think it's Mia, right? She's like splashed her in the face with water, and then Some guy comes over and talks to Lissa. I guess they used to date or something, maybe. I don't know.
Yep, they definitely
yeah, they definitely did, right? Yeah. Because then Mia comes over and she's like, all stuff in the trailer. She's mine.
And why did they edit this scene to, like, in the trailer, she says, back off, blood whore, he's mine now. Yeah. In the scene, she says, back off, bitch, he's mine now. Like, why would you change that?
Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
So dumb.
Oh my God. And then we cut to training, right?
Exactly. And they're talking about ass and boobies because they're high school kids. And Rose is joining in. She's like, quit talking about my boobies. And then she like kind of beats up the guy a little bit. And she forgot the secret handshake. And she's like raving about how the real world is because like toaster strudel exists and it's great. Which is another thing that's confusing because she makes lots of pop culture references later. And you're like, what do you have and what do you not have? Like, toaster strudel. Got it. Like, but you have like movies and TV shows and like
access to Gladiator on DVD.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
And Pretty in Pink on DVD. But this is where we meet Cameron Monaghan, right? Is that his name?
Yep.
He plays Mason. Kind of like her friend. Yeah, Mason, right? He plays basically her like dude friend there. And then we get Rose vision, right? Where her eyes go kind of cat-like, and then she's having a vision of Lissa, who is checking out her special place in like the cathedral or something like that.
Yeah,
right?
Listeners, that's not what you think it means. It's not checking out her special place like that. It's
no, God damn it, man.
No, she's like in like her like a church sanctuary kind of thing.
Yeah, that's what I mean, like a library. She goes to hang out. Right. Sorry, her special place. Sorry.
Yeah. Good Lord.
Good save. Thank you. So she's up there,
and this guy's a dink. Like he sucks.
Yeah. And then we meet Christian, right? He's a mysterious kind of dude, right? He also has dead parents. He's like, well, my parents were hunted. Who cares about yours? Got a car accident. Like,
he's not mysterious because we get a ton of exposition about what do you know about pain, princess? Yeah. He's like, my parents transformed themselves into Strigoi and then they got hunted and like all right, way to explain everything.
And then we're talking about Lissa and Rose on the road, like them escaping and stuff like this, blah blah blah, right? And it's more shots of stuff from the trailer, right? When we cut back to Rose, she gets hit in the head with the ball.
Yep. Exactly.
Look alive, Hathaway.
Yeah, good gym teacher.
We cut to the training room, right, or the gym,
and Dimitri's there.
Yep. And he's doing some training with Rose, right?
Which he's like, yeah, let's do some training, and then he just wrecks her.
Yeah.
Is this training?
Yeah, great up your students. Yeah, great mentor.
Yeah, what?
Worst kind of teacher. And then we cut back to the academy yard, whatever. This is shot from the trailer, right? Of Rose and Lissa just doing a walk and talk, and it is important to note that Lissa is carrying around a cat like for most of the movie until it ends up dead, right?
Yeah, and it's also important that like from the get-go, they're both on board with Rose's powers. Like they're like, oh, like, can't you turn it off? Like, gross, you can see my memories and what I'm feeling and doing. Like, weird, creepy. And she's like, I don't know, I'm trying. So dumb.
And then we get kind of random voiceover and calling out the obligatory cafeteria scene. I'm like, what?
Yeah. I like, why?
Yeah. Like,
why have voiceover like this?
And they do it at the end. I'm like, who is this for? Like, what is going on here? Mm-hmm. So then it's just a bunch of vampires just having some blood, right?
Yep. More exposition about the human feeder program.
Oh my God.
They do 1 year of service and then their memories get erased. And it's like the people who are like obsessed with vampires, like that, you can become a part of the human feeder program. And
sign me up.
Apparently they get something out of the process too, which they don't
really
say, but
of course they explain everything else but that.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm like, do they get powers or do they just like get the benefit of helping a vampire? I don't know.
Yeah, I like nothing makes any sense. So then we get we shift into like someone's office, right? Or I forget. Oh no.
Well, it cuts away to Victor, who's over in the cafeteria getting a treatment.
Right.
Rose goes over to talk to him, and she's like, "Tell me about Miss Carp. Someone's like people are hiding things." And he's like, "No, she got a screw loose. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. Don't look it up. You know."
Yeah, and also, can you protect my daughter Natalie? Like you protect Lissa, because I know you're going to look out for her. And she's like, yeah, sure. sure. Natalie's cool. Okay.
I wonder if that's going to come back later on. And there's, again, more exposition, more him like explaining how her and Lissa have like this connection, this very special connection, right?
Yep, exactly.
And then Lissa comes over and talks to Rose, and we get a little Twilight fan fiction nod.
Yeah. Noreen is, I wrote Maureen, but it's Noreen, the feeder from the quick info.
Oh, that's Noreen. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
And she writes Twilight fan fiction, and she's a real peach, apparently.
Good for her. We meet Natalie, right? She's like the talkative, yep, friend.
So chatty. Yeah,
so chatty.
So chatty that it cuts across scenes, and this is the transition of her just chatting, and then we cut to the next scene where
we're like in a chapel or something, right?
Yeah, there's something, and I hate that they did this too. I don't like that this is part of the universe. They're like, oh no, we're not godless like those other vampires. We can still participate in holy things. Okay. Who cares?
Yeah, like what is this? So then some dude's flirting with Rose, right? The blonde-haired kid. He kind of comes
Jesse,
back.
the dreamboat.
Right?
Yeah. And then Natalie has a weird throwaway line about guys throwing sand in her face, and she kind of likes it. What?
So these scenes just like they feel like just words are thrown into a blender, and then they're like, all right, say them, and then it just like, okay, next scene. Yeah. Like, there's no glue, and everything just feels like terrible. Everyone's like a cardboard cutout on this too.
Yeah, I was decent about writing down all of the like dumb things in the first half, and then I just started kind of skipping bits here and there by the end, because I was like, why are they doing any of this?
Yeah.
This didn't need to be an hour and 45 minutes.
So then we get another flashback here, and we get to Miss Carp, and we get the shadow kissed thing kind of explained, right?
Yeah, and one of my favorite lines in the movie also, like right around the same time, is when Rose is flirting with Jesse, and she's like, but like my friend Mason is way cooler. Like, I wish I could just put Mason into Jesse's body. And then Lissa looks at her and goes, God can be cruel or whatever. And then they just like look at Lissa's dead parent, like a photo of her dead parents is right there. Like, what? Wait, oh yeah, killing your whole family is the same as not having a cool guy in a hot body.
Oh my God, a little disconnect here.
Yeah, incredible. But yeah, shadow kisses. This is where we get introduced to that concept.
Yeah, and we get Miss Carp. She's rambling on about shadow kissed, right? And how, again, we're told that she's bound to Lissa, blah blah blah. And I was like, okay. Yeah. Exactly. And then we get Rose and the short haired girl here, Mia, right?
Yeah, a little standoff.
Yeah.
We get the leave or die written on the wall in blood from the trailer.
Right. Rose is like, did you do this? Who did this?
Yeah. And and Mia's like, you're going to be out on the pavement doing amateur blood horror porn.
That's blood horror reference number 3.
Why? Yeah. Why do we, what's happening in this movie?
Oh my God. So then we're in like some random room, I don't know where. And then Rose starts making out with Jesse, right?
With Jesse. Yep.
Yeah. On the couch there, kissing booth here.
Yeah. And he's like curious about the world outside. He's like, oh, tell me more about toaster strudels.
Yeah.
But then she's like, no, it's not that cool. Let's just make out.
Yeah. And he starts getting a little pushy and wants to go. He wants to bite her neck, right? And she's like, no, not on the first date, you know?
Yeah. Exactly.
And he's getting a little handsy. And then Dimitri shows up and he's like, party's over, kids.
Yep.
And then we have like another Rose vision, right? Where she sees Lissa finding a dead animal hanging.
Yeah. It's a fox.
Yeah.
And she's got like animal blood all over her face now, because she's like, it's like dripping on her. And then like, this is when they go, she's like, oh my God, Lissa's in trouble. And so her and Dimitri like run out to Lissa, and basically they just like do a whole scene about Dimitri's like, well, we don't protect against bullies, just Strigoi.
What? And then Rose is like, oh, teach me how to fight. And he's like, I don't know. I don't know. Does he just,
okay.
Yeah, all right, sure. What is going on? And then they have like this is what I was like the first time I was like, they had like kind of this flirty, awkward moment. And I was like, Dimitri's definitely older than her, right? Like by a lot.
Much older. Yeah.
Okay. I was like, this is
later on. They say he's like, even if I weren't like 36 and you were
17.
Yeah. He's like, no, it's still, it's like, you know, if I were 28 and you were 20, like that would be one thing, but would it? What is still happening? Like the teacher?
Yeah, like, this is
You're
not
in a position of authority. Yeah.
This is not okay. This is just not okay.
Good Lord.
That should be the reason why you're not doing this, not because
Right.
Love's going to distract you from your duties. Oh my goodness. All right. So then we jump to a classroom, right?
And the teacher's yelling at Mia about passing notes.
Right.
Like she's like, no, please, teacher, don't read my note. And he's like, all right, well, if you don't want me to read it, then I guess I'm going to read it to the class.
I'm going to read it out loud.
Yeah. And it's basically just accusing Lissa of feeding on Rose while they were out in the world and yada, yada, yada. And like, Lissa's like, you can't just let her spread propaganda like and he's like, well, it's a note, so I have to read it. They're just like, well, truth hurts, blood whore.
Yeah, it's blood whore number 4.
to Rose. She's like, it's not true. It's not true. No, yeah. Well, it is kind of true.
and then Christian just lights the dude, one of the kids on fire, right?
Which, like, what? Can you do that?
All right, Mr. Ozeri, go to the principal's office. Like, what? Yeah. What's going on here?
He's like, yeah, you think I need directions? Yeah. I've been to the principal's office before.
That was like such weird dialogue. He's like, it's down the hall on the left, third door. And he's like, yeah, I know where it is. All right, cool guy. We know how badass you are supposed to be.
Yeah, your name's Christian. Come on.
Pump the brakes, Mr. Ozeri.
Wait, Christian Haydenson?
Oh, it all comes back to Little Italy.
Oh my God. and Revenge of the Sith.
Yes. Oh my goodness. So then we're back in the special room, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then we're getting this through Rose's vision, right? Again, through Lissa vision.
Yeah.
Or Rose vision, whatever. And she's like, Lissa's flirting with Christian, right? I think it's that room. Yeah.
She's like, why'd you set that guy on fire? It was really cool though. and he's like well, sometimes you got to use magic on real shit.
And it's like, if we could the Strogodies, whatever, the Stroganoff beef, whatever, wouldn't be picking us off anymore. It's like, okay. Mm-hmm. They're doing a lot of like setups of like trying to make you, misdirections here. Like, oh, is this kid doing something bad, or is he,
bad boy?
Yeah. Or is it the pixie hair girl and her, goons,
Yep, little of both.
And then we cut to, what are we, Parliament?
Well,
Parliament
Queen Tatiana shows up. They're like, oh, the Queen's here. Because like basically the school just goes like, ding dong, Queen's here, ding dong. Oh, make it more obvious. Okay. Yeah. Like, wait, the Queen of Vampires is here? Like what's happening?
Okay. And the Queen basically just gives a speech and pretty much just shames Lissa and Rose.
Yeah, it's brutal.
The Queen Biatch, right? And then we cut to the dorm room, right? And we're Rose, Natalie here, right, talking to friend, right? And they find a message written on blood.
They never explained this. The misspelling.
Oh, the misspelling.
Like I thought it was something that was going to be clever, or come back as something, or like be even allude to who did it.
Yeah,
like oh, this will come back later. It doesn't, other than they're like, you misspelled beware, stupid. What? They put an H in it. Like, I
think that's the comedy part of the comedy of this movie.
Oh my God.
So then she's like, go lick the blood and tell me who it is.
Natalie. So Natalie goes to lick the blood and she's like, can you tell me if it's royal? And she's like, whoa. I'm already telling you it's Moroi blood. Like, you think I can tell if it's royal? And you're like, how can you tell any of this? And like, it's definitely multiple people.
They've given so much exposition about everything else, but this thing, they don't.
Exactly.
Okay. And then Lissa comes in the room, and it's just like super jarring, and like the people's motivations, everything just changed so quickly. It just feels so out of place. Yes. But she comes in and she's like, I just want to use the compulsion Jedi mind tricks on everyone, and
everyone except Mia, because she's like, it's just Mia and like those other kids pulling pranks on us, y'all. Like, don't worry about this. Like this blood message and blood on the wall is nothing to fear. And it's like, I don't know, maybe we should be concerned about that. And she's like, yep, I'm just gonna hypnotize everyone at school, and like then I'll be popular. And they're like, wait, what? What is the plot line now?
What is happening?
Yeah.
And then Rose is like, hey, you got to calm down here. I'm the reckless one. You're just supposed to be the cautious one, right?
Yeah, exactly. And Lissa's like, no, it's my turn to kick some ass. Like, you get to kick ass all the time. What?
Oh my God. So we're outside of the academy yard here, right? And Christian shows up, scares Rose, right? It's like, don't sneak up on a guardian. I don't know, be a better guardian, I guess.
Yeah.
But then she basically just tells him, like, buzz off, Lissa doesn't want you yet, right?
He's like, is Lissa okay? I'm worried about her. I need to check in on her. And she's like, yeah, don't. Lissa doesn't want you. That's what Lissa wants, is you to go away. You stink. And he's like, oh. Leaves. I should think that's the clue that he probably doesn't stink. Like, oh, he actually took a hint when you said go away.
Go away. Like, all right.
All right.
Oh my goodness. So speaking of going away, I think we're going away from part 1 here, and we're going to cut it, right? So we'll come back with answers to how does this movie even get to the end? I don't know. Like, I don't know. Do these darn kids, do they spoil the plans here?
Yeah, there's a lot between here and the end, but also nothing.
yeah, there's a whole lot of nothing. So, all right, I don't know. Thanks for listening, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, thanks for listening. We'll be back on Thursday, part 2. In the meantime, you can follow us on Instagram at It's This Meets That. We're ITMT Pod on Twitter. Wherever you listen, subscribe, and just, share with a friend.
We'd love that. Share with strangers too. Drop a review,
strangers
wherever you can. Maybe just like write a letter to don't address it, just like leave it on your neighbor's door or something, like something creepy, but like say our podcast, and then
but safely, creepy but safe, don't
don't
get
anything
hurt.
Threatening, just say listen to ITMT.
That's it.
Or else or if you're feeling old fashioned, you can send us an email. Write us a whole novel if you want. We'll steal it, read it, whatever. It's thismeansthat@gmail.com. Or you go to the website. If you forgot everything that we just said, we have all that information and then some. All the old episodes, hundreds of hours of content at this point. It's thismeansthat.com. Check it out.